Magandang oras, magandang buhay mga card lover, mga kababayan. Meron tayong video dito, isang American vlogger na naghimutok, kinaladkad si Kibuloy dahil sa pinadalhan daw siya ng losot. Ito yung notice ng opisina ni Torion. Pinadalhan daw siya sa kanyang email na every 6 months niya lang ma-check. At nakita niya doon na meron siyang email galing sa opisina ni Torion, yung attorney ni Kibuloy, na nagsasabi na i-take down niya daw ang video. Bakit nila utusan niya na i-take down? Ang YouTube lang ang tanging mag-take down ng mga videos. At kapag dapat may reklamo si Torion, ay doon siya sa YouTube magreklamo para i-take down ang video pati na ang channel. Hindi diyan sa gagawa lang siya ng sariling batas niya na i-take down. Paano i-take down yan kung walang hindi yan nag-violate sa community guidelines ng YouTube? So narito ang video ating napanoorin.
I'm being threatened with a lawsuit. Let me explain. A few months ago, I told a story about this turd, Apollo Poolboy, or whatever the hell his name is. In case you forgot, he's the guy from the Philippines who claims that he's the son of God. And he started his own church and he got really rich off of it, and apparently he started sexually abusing his followers. Then he became wanted in 2 different countries, and then bam, he gets arrested. Here's his mugshot, and now the man who claims to be the son of God is sitting in jail in the Philippines. So a few months ago, I told this story and I outlined a lot of the crimes he's being accused of, and then I moved on to the next story and I didn't really think anything about it. Sometime later, I check an email account that I check like once every 6 months, and I see that I got an email from a law firm in the Philippines stating that they represent Apollo. And they sent me this very long and detailed demand letter telling me basically they're gonna take legal action against me, probably sue me, if I don't not only take down my video, but they're insisting that I make a public apology.
Wow.
Now, I haven't replied to this email, so consider this video my official response to Apollo's legal threat.
Grabe no, pati American vlogger, wala nang jurisdiction doon ang ating batas. Kaya wala tayong magagawa. Kung naalala nyo si Maharlika, yung babaeng merong malaking eyeglass na tinitira si PBBM palagi, nasa Amerika yung nag-vlog, pero walang nagawa si PBBM kahit presidente, di ba? Kasi hindi covered ng ano eh. Grabe tong QGC, kahit na Amerika, tinatakot nila, akala nila Pilipino, di ba? Walang jurisdiction ang batas ng Pilipinas sa mga citizens ng Amerika. Kaya hindi natin pwedeng kasuhan doon na nandito tayo. Ang tama dyan ay pupunta sila Torion sa Amerika at doon nila kasuhan itong si sino ba ito? Johnson yata ang apelyido. Pero hindi nila yan magawa dahil may kaso din sila sa FBI. Kaya pabayaan na lang yung mga nag-vlog kasi freedom of expression yan. At totoo naman ang sinasabi, di ba, na balita na, nakulong na. So pwede nang gagawa ng ano, hindi na yan libelous, pwede nang gagawa ng mga kwento tungkol dyan kasi nakulong na yung culprit. Kaya ayan tuloy, nagagalit tuloy itong Amerikano eh kasi ginugulat siya, nga bahaba na notice eh. Dito sa Pilipinas, di ba, ang iwan ko lang kung marami ang pinapadalhan na nag-vlog against Kibuloy. Marami naman talagang nag-vlog kasi uso dito ang ano eh, kung anong hot issue, ayun ang focus ng mga vlogger. Meron tayong freedom of expression. Ang masama diyan kung hindi totoo ang sinasabi, di ba? Kumukuha lang naman tayo sa mga balita. So yun ang unahin nila, yung nagbabalita. Kasi ang mga vlogger kumukuha lang din sa kung ano ang nakikita sa mainstream media or sa mga balita. Balik tayo dito kay Johnson.
Dear Mr. Apollo, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, I understand you threatening people probably works well for you most of the time. I mean, you're a powerful man. You have a lot of influence in some circles. I get it. I also understand that you and your church are very wealthy. Like, you own your own broadcasting network, you own a private jet, a personal helicopter. You own a church compound with an arena that's so massive it seats 75,000 people,
Yeah.
which means when it's done being built, you will own the largest indoor arena in the world.
Yan, totoo yan. Yan ang ambisyon ni Kibuloy, to build largest arena, sports arena in the whole world. Yan nga ang pinakamalaki, kaya multi-billionis yan eh. At yan ay, ano na yan, papunta na yan sa pagka-sequester. Kaya inaano talaga nila si PBBM na matanggal sa pwesto. Kasi yan eh, sumusuporta yan si Kibuloy sa mga rally ng mga DDS. Nais talaga nila pabagsakin para hindi ma-sequester ang investment dyan ni Kibuloy. Lalo na yung stadium na yan, billion-billion ang gastos dyan. Kung si PBBM lang ang presidente hanggang ngayon, ay talagang ma-sequester ang mga properties na yan kasi ill-gotten wealth. Kaya yan yung dahilan kung bakit gano'n na lamang ang pag-ano nila Sara kay PBBM na pabagsakin. Pati na yung si Chis Escudero ay gustong tanggalin ng mga DDS na mga senador. Minority lang naman sila diyan sa sa Senado. Sa Congress majority PBBM minority lang din ang DDS. Kaya paano nila tanggalin yan si Bongbong? Through assassination lang. Pero through voting ay hindi mangyari kasi majority. Kung sino yung nakaupong presidente, yun ang may hawak ng maraming senador at maraming congressman. Yan ang totoo dyan kasi siyempre pipili ang presidente ng kanyang kabinete. Ayan, so yan na yan kasi sayang yung ni Kibuloy dyan multi-billion ang gastos dyan sa mga properties niya, tapos ma-sequester lang. Kaya they will fight to death sa ganyan. Ubusin talaga ni Kibuloy ang pera niya para pabagsakin si PBBM kasama na ng kanyang amigo, di ba, ng mga DTS na sinasabi na yan. Okay, balik tayo kay ka-vlogger American Johnson.
You have an estimated net worth of $100 million. I get it. We all get it. You've gotten very, very rich off of your religion. Here's the thing, though. Your wealth doesn't scare me. Just because you have money doesn't make you untouchable. See, where I'm from, we're very big on our freedom of expression. And if the FBI is accusing you of all these crimes, and the Filipino government is also accusing you of all these crimes, then I reserve the right to make a video about said crimes. In fact, I'm not saying anything about you that the FBI's most wanted poster of you isn't already saying. Like, for example, that you engaged in sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. Or that you engaged in sex trafficking of children. Or how about the 74-page grand jury indictment that outlines all these crimes you're being accused of, including sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and sex trafficking of children. And now that it's all gone public, people like me are talking about it, and you're gonna try and threaten us and silence us with lawsuits? Okay, Apollo, let me make this clear so that you can understand it. When I made my video and suggested that you're a sex trafficker, what I really meant to say was, you're a sex trafficker. Let me say that again. You're a sex trafficker. And in case that wasn't clear, you're a sex trafficker! And if they really, really, truly upset you, then feel free to come to the United States. Oh, that's right, you can't, because you're wanted by the FBI for... Here's something else I want you to think about while you sit there in a Filipino jail. Sir, you are not the son of some god. You're definitely not Jesus. Hell, you're not even a free man. You, in fact, are a con artist, a cult leader who apparently can't even get laid without coercing kids into it. You're basically the Filipino Diddy.
At eto, bakit nga ba kinumpara nitong American vlogger si Kibuloy kay Puff Diddy Sean Combs? Sino ba itong si Puff Diddy Sean Combs? Ito ay isang American rapper na bilyonaryo, mayaman. Ito, 55 years old na siya ngayon. At napakaraming palang sexual activity ito, kaya merong kaso sa FBI na sexual harassment at sex trafficking din. Katulad kay Kibuloy, kaya kinukumpara nitong Amerikanong vlogger na ito. So ito, self-proclaimed bad boy for life, Sean Diddy Combs. is facing a serious legal issues following numerous allegations of sexual assault, harassment, and sex trafficking throughout his career. Ayan. So, ano talaga siya? Itong sex maniac kasi nag-hire ng maraming sex worker daw at pinapainom ng ecstasy na droga. Hindi lang yan, merong mga sexual assault kung ayaw sa kanya, ina-assault niya eh. Meron ding harassment kung ayaw sa kanya. At nag-imbita rin ito ng mga kaibigan para ipamimigay itong mga babae na binabayaran niya, kaya nagiging sex trafficker. Pero bilyonaryo to. Magaling to na rapper, singer, R&B artist. Kaya nga lang na nasubrahan. Kaya nakumpara kay Kibuloy tuloy nitong Amerikanong vlogger na ito. Alright, so hanggang dito na lamang ako mga ka-art lover, mga kababayan. Para sa inyo, sino bang mas masahol? Itong si Puff Diddy Sean Combs o si Kibuloy tungkol sa kanilang mga kaso na sex trafficking? Alright, paki-comment sa ating comment section down below at huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe sa ating channel. Maraming salamat. God bless us all at ingat.